The Rockets running out of fuel in their series with the Clippers. Can they last? And the Memphis Grizzlies use defense and inside play to claw the eyes out of the Warriors. The bank is usually closed on Sundays, and it was, but LeBron didn't need it. Question is, did he call game? Hangout. Hey, what's going on, basketball fans? We decided we'd help you out on this brutal Monday. We know how much you hate Mondays, but we figured we'll throw you some Hangout. This is the Hangout, Canada's home for talking hoops. I am Akil Augustine. What a weekend of playoff basketball. Buzzer beaters galore. And now we got to break it down with the gang, the panel. His hair was significantly less body this week, but we still love him. He did a great job hosting last week. Dan Gladman, what's going on with your hair?
Well, I guess I haven't seen my boys Tony and Umberto at Numero Uno in Toronto in a while. So according to Akil, I guess I need a haircut.
You need that body lift. No, just the body. It's missing the body. Don't worry.
Yeah, like you said, it's Monday. You know, It's warm out there.
Hey, by the way, you hosted the show last week. How do you feel you did?
Well, I had a great time doing it. I mean, I'm no Akil Augustine.
That's what Twitter says.
I'm much happier back here out on the wing, and we'll see how the fast breaks go.
All right, well, running the wing for me usually in my personal life, this is my bestest, of course, Cairo Peterkin, but you might know him as coach for the Northern Kings, and you might have seen him in some ad work for Levi's or an underwear model for Calvin Klein. He's also a model, too. Shout out to P.
Thanks.
And then
What's Twitter say about that?
What did they say? Well, you don't want to know. We can't read those comments here. That's a mean tweet segment. And the first lady of the couch, now the first lady of the stools. Do you like that? Or No?
First lady of the Hangout.
The first
Keep it
lady
like
of the Hangout,
Yeah.
Miss Sports Nation herself, Nadine Liverpool. Thank you for coming out and kicking it with us. Guys, let's talk about it. An amazing weekend of playoff basketball. We got to see what this thing's all about. Paul Pierce showing up at the end of the game. Derrick Rose showing up at the end of the game. The other guy from Akron, wherever he's from, he showed up at the end of the game. Let's get into it. LeBron James. The shot. That's what we're going to call it from now on, the shot for him. Cleveland has a bad history against the shot. He shot poorly from the field. Are you surprised, Cairo Peterkin, that he decided to take that corner three instead of, because people look at LeBron as a facilitator, a guy who'll get to the teeth of the defense, create open shots for guys like Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving. Were you surprised by the shot selection?
No, I wasn't, because a couple earlier games he had opportunities to end them, passed it up. One was a turnover, one was a pass to a player where it's like, if you're the main guy, if that's Michael Jordan or Kobe, you've got to take the game-winning shot. So it was a moment for him to kind of bring his team, even up the series, and bring his team back into things.
Dan, you agree it was predestined for LeBron to take that shot?
I'm going to have to agree with Cairo on this. He had to take that shot. It's going to be part of his legacy moving forward, whether he hit it or missed. LeBron James, we say it all the time, he has to take those shots, and it was the money shot. I don't know that he could have done much else in the, I think it was 1.5 seconds.
Yep.
And I think it was the right shot to take. He nailed it, and boom, it's just another notch in the collection of incredible moments in his career.
All right, Nadine, I'm going to throw this at you. Were you disappointed? Do you have any qualms with Jimmy Butler's defense? Because it looked like he was expecting LeBron to backdoor cut, and he really missed the boat on that corner three.
Well, there's a reason why LeBron James is the best player in the world and Jimmy Butler is just most improved. Right?
Wow, okay.
So, at the end of the day, it was a big shot, but it was just a simple V-cut to the wing and popped it, jam done, but...
So Jimmy should have played better defense?
He should have played better defense, but there's a reason why he's Jimmy Butler and LeBron is LeBron. So.
Are we in agreement? You got any qualms with Jimmy's
defense? I think it makes sense.
Well,
what you
Butler's
said,
done a very nice job on him in the series. I didn't think the defense was that bad on that play. LeBron hit a great shot. What are you going to do?
We lost him though.
Was he thinking he was cutting to the basket?
I thought that's what the play was,
layup.
because he overplayed that. But let's talk about it. You talk about hitting a great shot.
LeBron hasn't been hitting threes.
He hasn't been.
Yeah.
But you talk about great shots. We saw 3 great shots. Let's compare the 2 from this series. You saw Friday night, Derrick Rose, kind of a double pump bank shot off glass, wins the game. Huge game. The series goes up 2-1. LeBron James, we just talked about it, corner triple, evens the series up, and gets home court advantage back. Which was the more impressive shot, Cairo Peterkin?
Derrick Rose, the guy who's been through all these injuries, missed a couple seasons because of injury, been down and out, coming back into a big moment and making a huge play. Like, how could you not love that? It's a story. I know LeBron is expected to make shots, Pierce has hit shots, but to see Derrick Rose come back from what he's come from and be ready for the moment, dropping 30 points a game, like, yeah, I'm big on that.
Well, I mean, it's a great story for Derrick Rose and for the Chicago Bulls, but when you look at the pivotal nature of LeBron's shot in Game 4 on the road, that was basically a series-saving shot by LeBron, and to me, that's what makes it more impressive. If the Cavs now get to the East Finals, get to the NBA Finals, you will look at that shot by LeBron and say, that's the one that saved them. So I think in the moment, to me, LeBron's shot is more impressive. It's more important.
Okay, Nadine, I'm going to throw this one at you, and I want all of you guys to chime in. Please tell me. Do the Bulls still have a chance at winning this series after having their back broken in that game? Because let's face it, they were up big at points. They squandered huge opportunities, and there was a defensive lapse that cost them that game. Can they rebound?
I think they still can. It's still a brand new series, 3 games, best out of 3.
Yep.
But I think the biggest thing is they need to find a way to get Paul Gasol back. And he's still questionable for Game 5 because it forces David Blatt to make a decision. How are we going to defend him? He's great in the post. He can hurt you in the perimeter. He can play off the pick and roll. So I just think his presence is so important for the Bulls. And if they can't get him back, then maybe leaning towards
from
the
a
Cavs.
From a matchup perspective,
Yeah.
it becomes like a little bit more. They're in a jam without the soul on the floor for sure. But if he's back, then all is even, man. We're going to 2-point games.
I'm putting on the spot. 3 games left. Do you think Chicago can do it?
Chicago can do it. I want to see the Cavs win, but Chicago has the personnel to do
Yeah,
this.
quickly.
It's all about Pau Gasol's health. With him healthy, with a healthy lineup, the Bulls can beat anyone in the league. I need to know. I still think it'll go 7. If Gasol plays in Game 7, I got the Bulls.
All right. Well, listen, we got to go to the west side of things and talk about Rocket Fuel. More like Rocket Fools. It looks horrible, man.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan and the rest of the Clippers are making the Rockets look real bad. By the way, how many free throws did DeAndre Jordan shoot in the first half? Head out.